Well, that I'm just gonna start this video off by saying fuck him. Okay? Fuck him. Fuck the writers. Fuck everyone on that fucking show who decided this was okay. This is not okay. So, if you guys don't know why the hell I'm reacting like that, Season 7 of The Walking Dead just premiered. Just I am having trouble putting words into this right now. Is that emotionally devastating for me? So, oh God, I'm gonna hate this season. I already know it. I'm gonna hate the rest of this fucking season. But it started off where last season left off. It started off with the Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo being played by this motherfucking jackass. I officially don't want to see anything with Jeffrey Dean Morgan for like a very long time because and then it showed Rick being dragged away. It showed Rick being dragged in the RV to go on a ride with Negan. And now everyone's like, oh my god, he's going to lose his right hand in this episode. They announced he wasn't going to because it's going to be too expensive to constantly edit it. People don't realize that CGI is motherfucking expensive. Everyone's like, oh, but it's a hit show, it can do fine. Tell that to the Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds because that overdid CGI and lost a shit ton. Like, people don't realize it is his goddamn hand. It's not like Carl's eye where they can just cover it. It is his hand where it is constantly going to be shown in multiple scenes throughout the show where they're going to have to go through, touch up, and make sure it looks perfect every time. People don't realize how hard that's actually going to be, and they're like, oh, but it's a hit show. They could do it, and it could be fine. No, they can't. It's not. They're going to bankrupt themselves. And even though Season 8 was already greenlit, we're not going to fucking see it because you people begged, oh my god, cut Rick's fucking hand off. So yeah, they didn't cut his hand off. While Rick was getting prepped, while he was getting driven around, you kept seeing flashbacks and you kept seeing everyone's life in the show when they met Rick flashing up to now, and it just... You never knew who it was going to be. It showed everybody that was there. You're like, okay, is it going to be this person? It's like, oh, it could be that person or this person, this person. It showed everybody, so you had no idea who it was going to be. Now, if you guys don't know, I had my predictions picked about a month ago when the trailer that said Your Right-Hand Man came out. I thought it was going to be Daryl and Abe. Simple as that. I thought it was going to be Abe because he was getting ready to leave. He was saying he was leaving Rosita and stuff like that last season. So I thought, oh, okay, he's going to get prepped, and he's going to die. He's going to be the first Negan victim. And then I thought it was going to be Daryl because the whole Right-Hand Man trailer, I was like, it's going to be Daryl, watch. Daryl's going to die. All the fangirls are going to quit the fucking show. They're like, you shouldn't kill young Daryl. It's like, well, he never existed in the comics. So I just, I figured it makes sense for Daryl to die. That's just the way I put it. And they've gone against the comics so much that I didn't think that they were going to kill Glenn. And then they killed Abe. Sasha and Rosita were bawling, and it was so fucking devastating, man. Like, I'm trying not to smile, but like, I'm happy the season started, and now I'm immediately like, fuck, I want the season to end already. And watching Rick's face after seeing Abe get Lucille'd was just devastating. You saw his eyes were really bright because he's obviously crying. He lost a good friend. And you can see I'm so on the verge right now, like, of crying because of how fucking devastating this episode was. Like, I swear, if you guys haven't watched it, do not watch this video. Like, go watch it and then come watch this video because holy shit, this entire fucking video. Or this entire show, episode. And then Negan was asking Rick to bring in the axe, hatchet, the one he used, to chop off Jesse's arm last season. And he finally gets it to him. And before that, though, we see the second Negan victim. And, You know him. You love him. He's that lovable pizza boy who in the first episode called Rick a dumbass and asked if he was cozy inside of a tank. Our very own Glenn Rhee passed, and I was not ready for it, you guys. Like, I figured, hey, you know, they could actually go the way of the comics with this and they could kill off Glenn, but I just didn't think they were going to do it. I wanted to see if they're going to fuck with everybody, you know? And he gets hit once, and his eyes popping out of his head, and then you get to see Maggie's face. It's just so devastating to see because Daryl fucking jumped out of line after Abe got hit. And when he gets thrown back in line, Glenn's the one that gets punished. Glenn wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for Daryl, and Glenn wouldn't have died if it wasn't for Daryl. Daryl is the one to blame for this, and for the people who are saying, like, a bunch of people, I'm in a bunch of Walking Dead groups, I'm seeing a bunch of people saying Daryl should have died, and every Daryl fangirl's like, bite your tongue, you shouldn't be saying that. It's like, he jumped out of line, I don't give a fuck if he's hurt, he should have been the one to die. He jumped out of line, he broke the rule. Glenn should not have had to pay for Daryl being a fucking asshole, for Daryl being a dumbass. The fact that Daryl is still alive pisses everyone off right now, because the fact of the matter is he should be dead. I don't even care if you're not a Glenn fan. He should be dead because he jumped out of the fucking line. He shouldn't have been the one. He shouldn't have survived. Why the fuck does he survive? Oh, right. Because every fucking girl in the goddamn world says, if Daryl dies, I'm done watching the show. This is bullshit. No. He's a fucking character on a TV show who was legit created for the TV show because the producers didn't want him to play Merle. They made him his own character. He should have died. And for the people who say Glenn had it coming for cheating death, like, why? Why? Because he found a way to survive? That's why he had it coming? Like, yeah, I get, yeah, he's pretty much cheating death the entire time. But, like, seriously, his eye popped out of his fucking head, and you had to see Maggie's reaction. They tortured us with this fucking episode, man. And, like, it should have been Daryl. Because, first off, Glenn, yes, while Glenn has gotten to be a bigger character, he's still not that big of a character. He's still kind of a smaller character in the midst of this. So it's pretty much like they killed off two small characters. And they should have just taken the easy route and been like, you know what? Let's see how many people are actually loyal. I bet you they thought about killing Daryl and then decided, hey, you know what? Everyone's going to quit watching if we kill Daryl. Let's not kill Daryl. Let's kill Glenn instead, just to piss everyone off. Like, it's bullshit, to be honest. And the episode continued with everyone's reactions slightly, and then Rick was told to cut off Carl's arm by Negan, and he was getting fucked with, and it was so goddamn terrible. You heard Rick's voice just shaking, and you heard him on the verge of tears, and you like heard him saying he doesn't want to do this, and, you know, take me instead, and all this stuff, and it's just so heartbreaking, man. Like, he ended up not being, like, Negan ended up just saying he was fucking with him and said, you're not going to fucking do it. You don't have to do it and shit like that. And Michonne was like, you don't have to do it. We understand. Negan, back in the RV, when he was still on the ride with Rick, said, if you don't do what I say, just imagine what could happen. And next thing you know, it cuts to a bunch of scenes of everyone's head getting bashed. It just, you know, everyone, guys, just showed everyone dying just to fuck with us, and it's so heart-wrenching. Like, fuck him, man, just fuck him. And then you had and then they took Daryl prisoner, said, if you don't do as I say, I'm going to send you pieces of him. Like, fuck it, do it, asshole. I don't want Daryl alive. None of the fans should want Daryl alive right now. Okay, I don't see, even if you're a huge fucking Daryl fangirl or Daryl fanboy, you should not want him alive. Glenn died because of Daryl's stupidity. Okay? For all you Daryl fangirls and fanboys who are probably going to end up watching this, just learn that. Just listen to that, okay? Glenn died because Daryl was stupid and jumped out of line. And I'm saying this as a Daryl fan. I've been a huge fan of him and Merle since I started watching this show. And I was so fucking like, as soon as Daryl jumped out of line, I was like, well, he's getting Lucille'd. But no. Negan says, don't shoot him in the head with a crossbow. Put him back in line. Excuse me. And then instead of going straight for Daryl, he's like, you know what? Fuck you, Glenn. Hits him once. Glenn's eyes popping out of his head. He tells Maggie he's going to find her. And you have to hear everyone's heart just explode and fucking crumble at that point in time, because you know that Glenn just is dying before getting to see the birth of his kid. And everyone's like, Daryl still... It's like, oh, Glenn should have been the one to die. I'm glad Daryl's still alive because I'm a stupid fuck. Like, no. Daryl deserved to die. Fuck all of you people who say Glenn deserved it. Because you know what? Just because it's in the comics doesn't mean jack shit. Tons of things get changed from comics all the fucking time. Look at Marvel. Look at DC movies. Look at DC and Marvel TV shows. Okay? Tons of things get changed. Tons of things have gotten changed in The Walking Dead. Don't try to always be like, oh, no, but they need to follow the comics. Because no, they don't. And they haven't a lot. And this is the one of the big times they followed it. And I'm pretty sure it's going to have a huge amount of fan backlash because no one wanted Glenn to die. I'm pretty sure no one believed Glenn deserved to die. You know, he actually... This is the problem with this show. Once you think a character... You can pretty much tell when a character is going to die now. As soon as their life starts going good with them. Look at Noah. He died as soon as he had a plan. Look at Glenn. He died as soon as he was going to become a father. Like, it's just so jacked up that they're going to do this to heart-wrench... To fucking just kill everyone off. Well, okay, kill these two huge characters... Well, okay. This huge character off. And have it be like it's nothing. Like, and then Maggie says, we need to go kill them. And Rick stands down. Rick folds over and cries. This is the same guy who just 2 seasons ago, we watched him grab someone's throat in his mouth and rip it out to save his best friend and his son. This is the same guy who we watched cut off a girl he loves arm just to save his son. This is the same guy we watched kill his best friend to save his own life. This is the same goddamn guy we have watched over 7 seasons. Sorry, well, technically 6 seasons turn into this badass who doesn't show emotion, and then the second 2 people die in front of him, the second he realizes all of his world could crumble, he folds over. No! Rick, you take that hatchet, you shove it up Negan's ass, and you fucking kill him. Like, seriously, Rick a season ago wouldn't have taken this bullshit. And I'm fucking, like, he's denying going after him. Like, what the fuck, dude? He just killed 2 of your goddamn people, and you're gonna give him half of your shit? Are you a fucking moron? Like, legit, Rick, are you a moron right now? Go after him and fucking chop his goddamn stupid perfect fucking head off and realize that he doesn't deserve anything. He deserves death, and he deserves it slow and painfully from everybody. He deserves to get Lucille by Sasha, by Maggie, by Carl, by Eugene, by Rosita, by you, by Michonne, by everybody because of what he did. He killed 2 of your family. You don't fuck with family. And this episode has fucked with the fans on such a drastic level that most people, I'm pretty sure, I'm taking a break from it next week. I'm going to record it. I was planning on watching this season every day when it aired, but, excuse me. Well, I kind of can't next week anyway. I'm watching Hell in a Cell, but, like, I mean, I need a break from it. I can't bring myself to watch it next week. It is that gut-wrenchingly painful for me. It's going to say previously on The Walking Dead, and it's going to show Glenn and Abraham getting their skulls bashed in again. And I just can't stand to watch that. I can't stand to see Maggie's face when she realizes Glenn is dying. I can't stand to see Rick be a bitch about it. This is season 1 Rick we're seeing again. And season 1 Rick was a pussy. Season 1 Rick was a pussy. And I don't like seeing him like this. He needs to man up about this. Like, he needs to take his group's life. He needs to realize Negan's going to kill them anyway. I guarantee it. Negan's going to still fucking kill them all. All I know is I was expecting Carol to show up and save everybody, but it didn't happen. I was expecting Rick to grab that hatchet and shove it in Negan's skull, but it didn't happen. I was expecting Carl to grab it out of his hands and shove it in Negan's skull, but it didn't happen. I was expecting so many things in this episode, and none of them happened. It's so gut-wrenchingly painful to watch this episode, you guys. Like, you can see tears forming in my eyes right now. Glenn was my favorite character, and the show is not going to be the same without him. They could have gotten away with killing just Abe. They could have gotten away with killing Abe and Daryl. But I don't think they're going to realize how this show is going to change now without Steven Yeun, without Glenn. Now, he's probably going to show up within flashbacks, because obviously that's going to happen. But, like, they just killed off a major character who's been on since season 1. Which officially means... Sorry. There's only 4 left. We have Glenn. Sorry. I was expecting to say Glenn was still in this, not Daryl. We have Daryl, Carol, Carl, and Rick. It's no longer the Atlanta 5, you guys. It's the Atlanta 4. It's official that Glenn is dead, and it's not okay. And I know people are gonna say, "Oh, it's just a person on a show, it's just a character on a show," but like, you gotta realize that this is kind of like Fast and the Furious to me. I've gone through this with like a lot of people and a lot of things and a lot of shows and a lot of movies. But to know the fact that the character who died is somebody who, first off, I've always looked up to. Like, I've looked up to the character since he started, because it's like, hey, this is kind of like me. When I started watching zombie movies, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was kind of like Glenn. And now I've gone up to the point where I know what I'm doing, and I know I can take control when I need to. But, like, it makes it even more painful knowing that he grew up in Kalamazoo, which is not too far from where I live, and then just knowing his character just got murdered, and like realizing, hey, I just lost a very big character in this show for me, and it makes no sense why they wanted to follow a comic with this one point. Maybe it was to keep their fucking Daryl fangirls on the show, I don't fucking know, but it's stupid. Like, it's legit stupid. But, that's it, you guys. That's it for the review of Season 7, Episode 1 of The Walking Dead. Or as I'm now going to be calling it, Satan's Plaything. Because, god damn it, this is some fucking bullshit. Peace.